Hey guys, it's me, the Afro Hamurai. I'm looking at Super VHS as part of Season to Taste. You know the piano loop. If you don't, I'm going to play it with Super VHS. You'll hear it anyway. Let's go. So let's have a look at what we got here. So we have this magic switch in the middle, which kind of does a stereo chorus spread. I'm actually going to come back onto this in terms of a free plugin that's stapled onto the end of this video. So, stick around for that. We also have wash, which is kind of your reverb effect. So if I play the loop, there you go. So that gives you your little like reverb that you'd expect from VHS eras, or at least something that's meant to make sense with the effect. Drift is pitch drift, and then heat is distortion. So I'm going to not turn that up too much because I don't want to hurt you, but we're going to have a listen. And yeah, we have magic, which is your chorusing sort of effect. Yeah, that's a very powerful little button. I really like pressing that. In fact, I very rarely use Super VHS with this off because it's there. You have it, you turn it on. That's kind of what has the magic happen, of course. You also have this shape here, which is like a downsampler, and static, which adds static. Yeah, and that's Super VHS. I really enjoy using this for like lo-fi music in particular. I haven't tried it on drums yet, but I would think it would be relatively interesting. So, if you're making lo-fi stuff and you want to try it out, give it a try on that, see what happens. I said earlier on, I talk about this magic button. Now this is such a good effect that Baby Audio actually made a separate plugin called Magic Switch that does just this magic button. Much like Super VHS, you have a mix tap. On Magic Switch is at the bottom. On Super VHS, it's in this sort of like top left area to kind of look like tape, which is quite cool. But yeah, the other difference is price. Memory says that Magic Switch is either very cheap or free. I will put down whether it's free in the video and also in the comments. Super VHS costs money. I think it's like the same as their other plugins. So you're looking at like a maximum sort of like $40, $50 for it, which taking into account what exists otherwise to get that sort of effect isn't actually too bad.